Hey there, welcome back to another BodiWERK HIIT workout today. I hope that you are ready to get your work in. We are going to be using our light weights, medium weights, more so medium to heavy weights today. Not too much on the lighter end, but we're going to be getting that work in. So today I'm going to be using a 5 for my light work, but then I've got my 10s, 12s, and 15s as well for the other exercises. So no 8s for me today, so you can take that for what it is for you. All right, so today I'm going to go over the exercises that we're going to be doing for today's workout. So we're going to get ready to go into our introduction, so let's get ready. All right, so our first exercise is the deadlift upright row combination. So we're going to start with that deadlift, and then when we come to the top of that deadlift, then we're going to do our upright row. So I want you to get your heavier weights for this one. Your core is tight. We're going to start off with that regular old deadlift. So remember, we take those hips back, that core is tight, those knees bend slightly, we pull up, and then we pull up for that upright row. All right, so we're going to go down for that deadlift, keep that core tight, support that back, and pull it up. All right, so that's going to be our first exercise, that deadlift upright row. Our next exercise is going to be that rotated shoulder press. So we're going to start with our weights in front facing us. From here, we're going to keep that core tight, our feet are shoulder width apart, and we're going to rotate those arms and press it up into that shoulder press, and then we're going to rotate it back and bring it back down. And we're going to keep that throughout the entire exercise, okay? That is your move right there. That rotation right there, keeping that core tight the whole time. All right? Our next exercise is the halo, so I want you to go with a medium to heavy weight on this one. That core is going to stay tight. We're going to be working that whole shoulder blade area as well as that shoulder girdle area, and we're going to be working the chest a little bit, and we're going to get into that core with this as well. So with the halo, you want to hold the dumbbell on both ends, right? You're going to take it around the head, making a halo around your head with that weight, and then bringing it back the other direction. Now you're going to keep your core tight throughout the entire movement, because that's where we get that ab engagement in there. That ab is helping us to take that weight around as well. So we want to make sure that we're keeping it tight so we get the benefit of that work right there with that. Okay, so bring it around your head, bring it down in front. Back the other direction, bring it down in front. That is going to be your movement. Okay? All right, the next exercise is going to be that sumo squat. So I want you to get the heavier weights for this one. I've got my 12s here. My feet are shoulder width apart, wider than shoulder width apart. That torso is going to stay tall. You're going to let those weights dangle down because you're going to use the benefit of those weights as you're going up and down, okay? Those knees are just going to go out. Those toes are pointed out to the diagonal of the room. You want to make sure that you're keeping that torso nice and tall. And as always, keep that core tight. Next exercise is going to be that chest press with tabletop knees. So you're going to grab your heavier set of weights, medium to heavy with this one. You're going to have your knees up. You're going to adjust so that your hips, your back is on the floor. So adjust your hips forward. Lift them a little bit so that the back is nice and flat on that floor. You want to keep those knees tabletop. You want to push them forward so that you engage that lower ab. You want to have those weights at from the shoulder 45-degree angle. Your core is tight. Make sure you keep a 90-degree angle in the elbows, and then you want to press up and down. So the goal with these chest presses is to make sure that the weight is in alignment with the sternum, not here at the shoulder. So keep it in alignment at the sternum, and then you're going to push while you've got those legs up and that core working, staying tight while you're doing those exercises. Okay. Our next exercise is the fly with the glute bridge hold. So we're going to come down medium to heavy here. I've got my 10s on this one. So with this exercise, we're going to get into our glute bridge hold position first, where that hips are up, the core is tight, and we're holding onto those glutes are squeezing while we are holding this position. Our arms are out to the side. We're going to have a little bend at the elbow in these. I always liken these to either a bear hug or a tree trunk hug, where you're bringing your arms aren't straight. They're going to stay with a little bend in them, and they don't go flat as you go down. You keep them up and keep that elbow bent as you're opening and closing. You want to get into the chest, but it's on the sides of the chest. And so we want to make sure that we've got those arms positioned properly, and also that we're not straining that shoulder joint too much. So we're bringing those weights forward over the sternum area as opposed to having them over the head, okay? Now, the whole key is to make sure those glutes stay up and in position, nice and tight, so you don't want to let them fall while you're doing this exercise, okay? The next exercise is going to be the deadlift, dead bug. So we don't have any weights on this one. Now I'm going to give you a modification because sometimes this can be a bit challenging for some people, especially if you're rhythmically challenged, meaning that, you know, it's kind of a struggle for you because there's a lot going on at once. So I'll do the actual dead bug first, and then I'll give you a modified version, okay? All right, so with the dead bug, your arms are straight, your knees are up, as if you're a dead bug, right? All right, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna take the opposite hand and the opposite leg. These two, they're gonna extend apart from each other while the other two stay in position. And then you bring them back. And then you do that on the reverse side as well. And the entire time, you're keeping your core tight as you're going through this workout. And you're gonna be working that entire core there. So make sure that you keep that core nice and tight. Keep that belly button pulled into that spine as you're doing that. Now, if that's too much for you, if it's too much going on and it's a bit confusing and you're kind of like, what? A lot of people have that problem. Don't worry about it, especially when you're first getting started. So what modification that I like to give my clients a lot of times is I'll have them grab like a 5-pound weight and hold it on both ends. You're gonna hold the weight up. However, you're gonna angle it back about 45 degrees. That way you're engaging the upper ab. You're gonna lift those knees back to tabletop while you've got those arms, these arms are gonna stay in position, lock those shoulders in place, elbows stay straight, no bent arms. And what you're gonna do is just move the legs with this so that you don't have both the arms and the legs moving at the same time, which for some people can be kind of confusing. So this is your modification if having the arms and legs moving at the same time is too much. Either way, you gotta get great work on that exercise. Our next exercise is going to be a weighted pike. It's sort of modified from your regular pike, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your 3 or 5 pound weight. You can do your lighter weight here if you want to. So the pike here, you're going to have your head off the floor, chin is facing the ceiling. You're gonna take your arms and legs apart from each other, and then you're gonna bring them back together. Keeping those legs and arms straight as they go down. Nice long levers, so we really activate that core, keeping that core tight the whole time. Now, if the head off the floor is too much, you can take it down, and you don't even have to go down as far with this. If your levers are too long, you don't even have to go too far. Open and close here, all right? Those are our exercises. Let me give you one more modification for the modified plank. So if that is too much, you can do a reverse curl with this. So we're gonna have the feet up, core is tight. All right, the head is off the floor. Again, if the neck is too much off the floor, you can put it down, but you can go here with it. If having that long lever is too much, you can have the knees bent, taking the heels down to the floor with that. And if your neck starts to hurt, you can just put your head down. Actually, go ahead and put your head down on this one. I don't want to strain your neck. So if you are going to do the modification with the reverse crunch, go ahead and keep that head on the floor. All right, are you ready to work out? Let's get to it. Let's start with the march in place. We're keeping that core nice and tight. Remember, the core stays tight throughout the entire exercise, throughout the entire workout. Take it across. All of our movements stem from our core, so we want to make sure that we're keeping it tight. Take it up diagonal. Take it back, pull back. Just warming that body up, saying, hey, wake up. We're getting ready to work it out. Get these muscles to get on board, right? This is your dynamic workout. All right, let's bring those hands down, bring that knee up. Keep that core tight. Woo! Waking up those shoulders, those glutes, those thighs, all the muscles. We're waking up all the muscles. Woo! Good job. Take it there, push it across. Push, push. Go ahead and rotate that waist. Waking up that core. Let those abs know, hey, those obliques, wake up. I need you. Everybody, all hands on deck. All right, let's squat it out. Warming up that lower body, yes? Woo! Remember, on our squats, hips go back. Abs are tight. All right, let's grab our heavier weight. Deadlift, upright row. Ready? Let's go. Deadlift. Come up, pull up. Good job. Keep that core nice and tight. Woo! Good job. Woo! Good. All right, good job.
She's touch, smell, sight, taste, and sound.
All right, let's get ourselves in position. Weights are facing us. We're going to rotate them and push them up. Press them up. Core tight. Let's go. Push up. Bring it down. Push up. Good job. Core tight. Woo. Good job. Keeping that core tight. Good job. All right, up next is going to be the halo. So we're going to grab that one medium to heavy weight. We're going to hold it on the ends and we're going to take it around the head. All right, keeping that core tight the whole time. We're working the core too. Let's go ahead and grab your medium to heavy weight. Get yourself in position, core tight. Start in the front, take it around. Keeping that core tight. Core tight the whole time. Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Bring it down in front. Keeping that core tight, down in front. Down in front. Woo! Hello, shoulders. Good morning. Oh, good job. That sumo squat is next. We're going to grab those medium weights, medium to heavy weights. We're going to hold them and dangle them down. Make sure it's not too heavy that you can't hold them while you're dangling, okay? All right, let's grab those weights. Get in position. Feet are wider than shoulder width apart. Weights hanging down. Knees, feet pointed out to the sides. Torso stays tall. Keeping that core tight. Woo, good job. Woo, yes. Hello, guys. Good morning. Woo. Feel that? Hello, glutes. Everything's saying good morning. Hello. I'm awake. I'm present. I'm here. Woo. Keep that torso tall. Don't you lean over. Keep that torso nice and tall. Keep that core tight. Woo. Good job. We're going to take it down to the floor. Chest press is next. Grab your medium to heavy weight. Get in position, tabletop knees. All right, let's go. Remember, those shoulders are at a 45-degree angle. Those elbows are at a 90-degree angle. Those weights are in alignment with the sternum, which is in the middle of the chest, just above the rib cage. Woo! All right, keep pushing. Push those knees forward. Don't have those feet hanging down. Have those feet parallel to the floor. Keep that core tight. breathe. Good job. Woo! Good job. Up next is going to be those flies with the glute bridge hold. Medium to heavy weight. Get those feet tucked close to those hips. Get in position, bring those hips up, core tight. Open and close. Remember to keep a bend in that elbow. And you're gonna bring those weights together above the sternum area, not above the face, okay? Keep that core tight, keep those hips up. Woo! The ab is working here, abs are working here as well. There's so much work in here. Good job. Woo! All right. Those dead bugs are next. Remember, if you need to modify by keeping your head down, well, the head stays down, but if you need to modify without moving the arms, grab your lighter weight, maybe a 5-pound weight, hold it at a 45-degree angle. Remember? If not, if you're doing arms with me, let's get ourselves in position either way. Arms are up, core is tight. Opposite arm, opposite leg goes to work. Keep that core tight. This exercise looks easy and simple, however, it really fires up that core. So make sure you keep your core tight. Good job. Working those transverse abdominal muscles, those deep, deep, deep muscles. Woo! That inner corset. One more. Good job. Good job. All right, that modified plank is next. Grab your 3 or 5 pound weight if you're gonna do a weight with it. Again, you don't have to do a weight, or you can do the reverse crunch with the knees bent, taking the heels down to the floor. Remember the modification? You can always go back to the instructions and double check that. But modification, again, with the heel, with the reverse crunch. All right, here we go. Here's our pike. Open and close. If you feel too much of a pull in that lower back, don't take your legs down as far. Don't take your hands as far over your head. You don't want them to go overhead. You just want to open them up some to get engagement in the core. So you don't have to go all the way open and down. Make sure you breathe and don't hold your breath. Good job. Woo! Round 1 is done. Woo! Round 1 is done. So, 60-second break here. You can grab your water, wipe your face, grab your towel, reset your weights, get yourself ready for round 2. Round 2 is coming up next. Woo! All right, first exercise is that deadlift upright row. Woo! Medium to heavy here. Let's get our weights and get ourselves in position. Deadlift first. Let's go. Push those hips back, core is tight. Bring it up, roll it up. There you go. Keep that core tight. Good job. Good job. Remember, deadlift is not a squat. You're hinging at the hips. One more. Good job. Oh, good job. Woo! Rotated shoulder press is next. Woo! Still keeping that core tight throughout the entire exercise, entire workout. Grab your weights. Feet shoulder width apart, core tight. Weights facing you in the front. Good job. Let's push it up. Rotate it and push it up. Rotate it, bring it down in front, push them up. Bring it down in front, keep that core tight, push them up. Bring it down in front, push them up. Woo! Good job. Woo! You're doing great. Let's keep it up. Keep pushing. Keep going. Rotate, push. Woo! Press it up. Good job. Woo! The halo is coming up next. One weight, medium to heavy. Keep that core tight the entire time. All right? Let's go ahead and grab that weight. Get ourselves in position. Remember, we're taking it around the head and making a halo. Bringing it back in front. Core tight. Let's go. Take it around and bring it back. Good job. Core tight. Woo! Good job. Keep it up. Keep that core tight. Good job. Make sure you're breathing. One more. Good job. Good job. Woo! All right, that sumo squat is coming up. I gotta grab some water. I don't know about you. Sumo squat is next. Let's go ahead and get our weights, get ourselves in position. All right, let's spread those feet out wider than shoulder width apart. Weights in front, core tight, chest tall. Feet out to the sides. Let's go. Down and up. Do not bend over. Do not bend over. Keep that torso tall. Upper body does not move, does not bend forward, does not lean whatsoever. Stays nice and tall. Only thing working is that lower body and that core because you're pulling it in, right? I know you are. Let's go. Woo! You're doing great. Good job. Good job. Woo! I don't know about you, but I am sweating over here. That's because I'm working. And I know you're working too. You're doing great. Keep it up. Up next, take it down to the floor for our chest presses with our tabletop knees. Let's get those weights in position. Woo! Push those knees forward. Engage that lower ab. That core is tight. I should have went to 12s on these. Woo! Keep those elbows at a 90 degree. Keep those shoulders at 45 degrees so that you can keep that weight in alignment with that sternum. Middle of the chest. Knees are forward so you feel that lower ab engaging. Do not let those elbows bend and bring those weights towards the body. Keep a 90 degree angle. Woo! Good job. Good job. Our flies are next. Flies with the glute bridge hold. So bring those heels close to those hips, to those glutes. Arms stay in a bent angle. Hips up. Let's start with the weights on top, open and close. Remember, those weights come together above the middle of the chest, not the face. All right? Keep that core tight. Keep those hips up. Glutes are squeezed. Locked in position. Keep a bent elbow. Woo! Keep that core tight because we are working the abs at the same time. Woo! Let's go. Core tight. Good job. So much was working right there. So much. All right, dead bugs are next. Remember, real quick recap. If you need to modify dead bugs, come here and one leg down at a time. Make sure that weight stays at that 45 degree angle. All right, if you're doing the modified. Woo! Let's get in position if you're doing either way. Arms are up, knees are up, core tight, back flat. Adjust those hips so that that back is flat on the floor. Keep that core tight. Woo! Opposite arm, opposite leg is working here with the dead bug. Keep that core tight, pull it in tight, belly button to the spine. Woo! Let's go. Great job, keep moving. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Good job. Woo! Oh my gosh. All right. Good job. Modified pike is next. Grab that light weight or no weight. Or if you're going to do the reverse crunch, you can do that here. Core tight. It's up to you. Keeping that weight 45-degree angle. Actually, you can do it here. Okay? Alright. Head is off the floor, or if it's too much, you can put the head on the floor if it's too much on the neck. You don't have to open up as wide. Keep that core tight. Breathe. Good job. Good job. Woo! All right. That's the end of round 2. You got one more to go. After this 60-second break, grab your water, wipe your face, catch your breath, recover. All right? For 60 seconds at least. Woo! You got about 30 seconds left. We're going back to that deadlift upright row. Medium to heavy weight. Woo! You got about 15 seconds left. Catch your breath. We're gonna get ready to get back in position. Woo! All right. Let's grab those weights. Medium to heavy. Get in position for your deadlift. Core tight. Let's go. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Remember that with that deadlift, when you come up, you want to push that pelvis forward and squeeze those glutes at the top. Pull up just beneath that chin. Keep that core nice and tight. Pull up. Woo! Yes. Let's go, y'all. You're doing great. Woo! You should be feeling this work today after this. Right about now, you should be feeling it. You should be feeling the work. The muscles should feel like they've been challenged. Our rotated shoulder press is next. Medium weight, medium to heavy, medium to heavy. Woo! These muscles should feel like they've been working at this point. All right, let's grab those weights, get in position. Feet are shoulder width apart. Core is tight. Woo! Weights are in front facing you. Let's go. Rotate and push it up. Rotate and bring it back down. Woo! Keep that core tight. Use that core to help stabilize these movements, because all of our movements emanate or stem from the core. So the core is necessary. That's why we got to keep it nice and strong and tight. Woo! Help stabilize us, prevent us from falling, help us to do all kinds of things in our daily life. One more. Good job. Woo! That core strength is so important just for everyday movements. Bending, lifting, pulling, reaching. All of that comes from the core. So we need to make sure those cores are strong. All right, our halo is next. That one weight, medium to heavy. Remember, start in the front, always bring it back to the front. Core tight, let's go. Take it around the head, and let's bring it back. Good job. Core is nice and tight. Woo! Keep going. I know those shoulders are like, what are you doing? But it's okay. We working. That's what we doing. Let them know we working. Woo! So get with the program. Bring that weight back in the front. Back to front. Woo! Good job. Woo. Good job. All right. Woo. You feel that work? You feel your muscles waking up? You feel your muscles feeling challenged? You're doing great. That's what we want. That's the feeling we want. It's an empowering feeling. And you feel the body changing. Feels great. Let's grab those weights. Get ready for our sumo squat. Medium to heavy. Feet are wide and shoulder width apart. Weights in front, core tight. Good job. Let's go. Take it down and up. Torso is nice and tall. Woo! Keep that core tight. Good job. Woo! Hello, inner thighs. You feel that? Woo! Hello, glutes. You feel that? Yeah. A little bit in the back. Really, those inner thighs, though, yes? Core tight. Come on, push, push, push. Woo! Good job. Woo! All right, let's take it down to the floor. Woo! Chest press is next. With those tabletop knees. Woo! All right. Heavier weights with this if you can. Your heavy, whatever your heavy is. Knees up. Let's go. Push those feet forward. Get that lower ab engaged. 90 degrees on those angles, on those elbows. Do not bring those weights into the chest. Keep a nice 90-degree angle. Woo! 45-degree angle on that shoulder so that we make sure that those weights are in alignment with the sternum. Core tight. Breathe. Woo! Good job. Oh, good job. Oh. All right. The flies with the glute bridge hold are next. Woo. Remember, keep a bend in those elbows. Bring those feet heels into the glutes. Push those hips up. All right, let's go. Keep a bend in that elbow. Remember, keep those weights just above the chest. Woo, not the face. Okay, we don't want to pull over the face because then that's gonna put too much strain on that shoulder joint. Woo, and this is the area that we want to work anyway. Woo, core tight. Oh, good job. Good job. All right, let's get to these abs next. Deadbugs are next. Woo! Oh, how do you feel? I feel this work, I know that much. All right, if you're gonna modify your deadbugs, grab your 5-pound weight. If you're not, come with me. Core tight, head is on the floor. Opposite arm, opposite leg if you're with me. If you're modified, you got that 5-pound weight, holding on the ends, and those arms are at a 45-degree angle above your head while your legs are extending, alternating. Keep that core nice and tight. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good job. One more. Oh, both sides, one more. Oh, good job, that was bonus. Good job, that was bonus. All right, the pike is next with the weight. Now, again, if you're doing a modified with the crunch instead, then you're gonna bend those knees, tap those heels down and bring them back up as you're moving those arms with the 5-pound weight. Woo! Let's get in position. This is the last one, y'all. We're almost there. If you're with me, head off the floor. You don't have to open too wide. I don't want you to strain your lower back. That's not the goal. The goal is to work the core. If your back is straining, get too far. Don't take your legs down as far. Core tight. Don't take those arms all the way overhead. Just open them up 45 and then bring it back together. Good job. Make sure you're breathing. Good job. Saved by the bell. Woo! You're done. You did it. How you feeling? You did a great job. Let's go ahead, switch it over to this cool down, this stretch now, okay? Don't forget your stretch, all right? Be right back. All right, let's get ready to stretch. So we're gonna have our feet wide. We're gonna have our hands, the torso stays nice and tall. We're gonna take our hands down toward our toes. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. You can get to your top of your foot, your ankles, your shin, your knee, whatever you can do. Whatever your level of flexibility, that's what you do. You don't want to pull too hard, you just want to have a gentle tug so you feel a little tension so that you feel those muscles stretching out. And you want to feel that stretch all the way from the heels, all the way up through the legs, through the glutes, and even into that lower spine. Feels great. After you did such an amazing workout, you gave your muscles a lot of love today with the workout, and now you're going to give them some love with this stretch. Now, slowly release that. Slide those hands up slowly. Torso's nice and tall. Take one foot in. Take the other one behind you. Core is tight. Let's take it down. Now let's take that back arm down, that back elbow down. Now if you can, stretch out that front elbow, the front arm, the one that's closest to me, so that you get a nice stretch in that shoulder as well as in that back. Deep breaths in, slow exhale through the mouth. Just feel that stretch, embrace that stretch, appreciate that stretch, yes. Everything is saying thank you. Deep breath in, slow exhale, slowly slide that up. Now we're gonna switch sides with that. Take it over to the other side. Ooh, core stays tight. Let's take that elbow down, that back elbow. Now let's bring that front arm over. That back should be saying, when you stretch out that front arm, it should be saying, yes, Lord. You should feel that back stretching out nicely there. Good job. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow exhale through the mouth. Still keeping that core tight while we're here though. Let's take that deep breath in again. Slow exhale out. Now let's slide that up slowly. Push up, push up. Now let's bring that foot across. Crisscross applesauce. All right, bring that torso nice and tall. Press those shoulders down. Take that arm across. Now make sure you're bringing that shoulder away from that ear. Don't have it up here. Bring that shoulder away from that ear. Deep breath in through your nose. Slow exhale out through your mouth. Keep that core nice and tight. Now let's take that arm back and stretch it out. Oh, these muscles are thanking and appreciating you for the love that you're showing them right now. Good job. Release that. Now let's take that other arm across. Make sure that shoulder is down away from that ear. Still keeping that core tight. Deep inhale through the nose and then slow exhale through the mouth. Blow it out. All right, good job. Let's take that back. Still keeping that torso nice and tall, keeping that core nice and tight. Breathe it in, slow exhale through the mouth. All right, let's release that. Now those shoulders, let's roll them back. Big shoulder rolls. Take those hands down to the floor for these big shoulder rolls back. Now let's take those shoulder rolls forward, still keeping that core nice and tight. Good job. Now let's take one hand to the opposite knee. Take the hand on that side behind you. Now rotate and look over that shoulder. We want to stretch out that spine, still keeping that torso nice and tall, keeping that core tight. We're going to breathe in through our nose and then slow exhale through our mouth and slowly release that, gently release. Now take that over to the other side, just switch that up, look over the other shoulder, and stretch out that spine a little bit more. Core is still tight. Deep breath in, slow exhale, release that through the mouth. Now, bring that torso nice and tall. Press those shoulders down as your hands rest on your knees. Now let's take that chin down to the chest and get a good stretch in the neck. Actually, sorry, let's take those hands down. That's a good time. Take those hands down to the floor. Press those shoulders down. Just enjoy and embrace that neck stretch right here. Deep breath in, slow exhale. Now as we exhale, let's go ahead and take our head around for an 8 count. 8, slow 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, that core is still tight. 1, torso still tall. Let's take it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's bring it up. All right, you did another great job today. I'm so happy that you joined me. I look forward to working out with you in our next time. Have a great day. And until then, be blessed.